Hello everyone, Ciao Moi Nui. We are in the ancient capital city of Hue in central Vietnam, Trung Ta Dang or Hue. We are here at the Citadel, which is a famous landmark of Hue. And from here, we will be going to the temple, the Tuhu Pagoda, where Thich Nhat Hanh became a monk and also returned during his last years after coming back from the Plum village in France. And that's where even today Thich Nhat Hanh's ashes are still there. So Thich Nhat Hanh, as he was called in Vietnamese lovingly, Thầy, was a mindfulness teacher, a Zen master, and a peace activist. And in the West, he is known as the father of mindfulness. So we are going to go over 10 of Thich Nhat Hanh's famous, in my opinion, very important quotes. And each of the quotes will have something for everyone, no matter at what stage of life you are in. And it will help you to be hopefully more joyous, more mindful, and more loving. So I hope you will stick around, because in these times our minds are full, but we are not mindful. And you will really have to stay around till the end of the video to go over the 10 quotes to see the depth of Thich Nhat Hanh's teaching. Because Thich Nhat Hanh's teaching was not only theories, it was practical advice, something that contained simple but deep truths that each of us could apply in our lives in every moment. So without wasting more time, we will go to the very first quote of Thich Nhat Hanh, and do leave a comment later on after you watch the video about which of the 10 quotes of Thich Nhat Hanh was your favorite and why. Our first quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, who was lovingly called Thầy by the Vietnamese people, is this one. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. This is the heart of Thich Nhat Hanh's teaching. Happiness isn't something we wait for in the future. It's here, now, waiting for us to notice. The second quote from Thich Nhat Hanh in this video is this one. Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. With this, Thầy reminds us that when life seems overwhelming, the simple act of mindful breathing can bring us back home. The third quote from Thich Nhat Hanh in this video is this one. There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. So in this quote, Thich Nhat Hanh teaches us that peace is not a destination. It's something we create in every step, in every word, and in every choice we make. So mindful walking was an important activity that Thầy taught, along with mindful eating and mindful everything. So we will have one more quote later, you will see, which talks about how we step on the planet Earth, how we walk in mindfulness. We are now at the Tuhu Pagoda, Chùa Từ Hiếu. This is where Thích Nhất Hạnh became a monk and returned during his last few years. And tomorrow there is a meditation camp because it's the start of the weekend. So it will be very busy and very crowded here. And that's why I chose to come right now when there is no one here and it's very peaceful and quiet. So let's just walk for a minute in silence and then we will carry on with the next quote from Thích Nhất Hạnh. Okay, so before you choose to swipe away from the video, we will go on to the next quote from Thích Nhất Hạnh. The next quote from Thích Nhất Hạnh is this one. Compassion is a verb. By this, Thích Nhất Hạnh meant that compassion is not just a feeling, it's also an action. It calls us to care for ourselves and to also care for others and for the whole world. The fifth quote from Thích Nhất Hạnh is this one. You must love in such a way that the person you love feels free. This is a very beautiful teaching by Thích Nhất Hạnh about love. It tells us that love is not about control, but about creating a space where the person you love can grow. The sixth quote from Thích Nhất Hạnh is this one. Without suffering, there is no happiness. So we should not discriminate against suffering. This quote teaches us that there is no need to reject pain and suffering. Suffering and pain can be great teachers. So we should learn to embrace them too. The next quote from Thich Nhat Hanh is this one. Walk as if you are kissing the earth. With this, Thai of course meant that every step can be sacred. Every step can be a practice of gratitude and reverence for the planet we live on. It's one of my favorite quotes, and since I live in Da Nang for the last 3 years, very near the beach, and I go to the beach every evening, I take off my shoes and socks and walk bare feet on the sand and just have the mental feeling that my feet are touching the ground with love. And sometimes I even say aloud, love you, love you, love you, to the planet, to the earth that has given us everything. And like, of course, Thich Nhat Hanh said that in every moment there is a miracle, and happiness and joy. All we have to do is look around and notice it. The next quote from Thich Nhat Hanh is this one. We are here to awaken from the illusion of separateness. This is about the concept of interbeing, that as humans on this planet for a fleeting time, we are interconnected with everything, with the plants, with the animals, and with all life, and with the earth and the sky, and with everything. Our true home is in the present moment. To live in the present moment is a miracle. He reminds us that home is not just a place. Home is found in the here and now when we return to ourselves. And the last quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, the 10th quote in this video, is this one. I'm not gone. I'm still with you. When you practice mindful breathing and mindful walking, I'm there with you. This was Thich Nhat Hanh's message near the end of his life, that he is not truly gone. His presence continues through each of us whenever we breathe with awareness. Friends, these 10 quotes are just a glimpse into the ocean of wisdom that Thich Nhat Hanh left for the world. For me, walking through Chùa Từ Hiếu in Hue is a reminder that his legacy is alive, not only in the quiet courtyards of the monastery, but in the mindful steps of millions of people around the world. So before we close, let's pause and take a deep breath together. And remember Thai's words, I'm not gone, I'm still with you. When you practice mindfulness breathing and mindfulness walking, and you're mindful as much as possible, then I'm there with you. That's what Thich Nhat Hanh told us. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you found something useful in this video. And I hope that you will be more mindful now. And you will also explore Thich Nhat Hanh on other channels on YouTube and elsewhere, because his teachings are so valuable that we should not ever forget them. Peace and love. Have a wonderful day and life. Thank you and Gaplai.